Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about making a budget. If you're going into retirement, you're probably going to be getting some money every month, and it's usually monthly, and you want to know how to budget your money. So the first thing you need to know is that when you set up a budget, you need to set up your budget before you get your money. It's not like when you were younger and you got your paycheck and you were all excited and you spent your money and then you had a little left over and that was supposed to last you the rest of the week or 2 weeks or whatever. Having a budget is a little different because you really need to make sure that money's going to last you. And if you want something else, like if you want to save for a certain thing or event or thing, whatever, you want to take a little bit out every time you get your money in order to save for that. And you can't, and it's pretty hard to do that if you don't have an idea of how you're going to do it beforehand. So, and this has helped me a lot because I lived on that principal paycheck to paycheck thing for years. And I did some saving, and I usually had a cushion amount of money in my bank account to cover anything that came up because I didn't want to be overdrawn on my checking account. But I never seemed to get any significant amount of money saved. So I got this app that I put on my computer, and I started doing a budget. And I'm talking specific monthly budget. I specifically budgeted myself a certain amount of money, and this went for rent, this went for electric, this went for my savings, that kind of thing. And over time, I saved a significant amount of money. I would say over just a couple of years, I saved a pretty good amount of money. I was working at the time. I was making pretty good money. I knew I was going to be going into retirement fairly soon. I didn't really know how soon, but I wanted to save up a good cushion. And making that budget ahead of time was key because when you have a budget and you know where your money is going to go and you've already set it aside for that, the money that you have left, like for discretionary spending, or I call unconscious spending, where you go to the store and you buy some things on your list and then you see this and you want that and you want this and you want that and you end up spending way more than you planned on. I call that unconscious spending. Or you stop at the little store on the way to work to pick up some gum or something, and you end up buying a coffee and some potato chips and a little cookie and crap like that. So when you only have a certain amount to spend on all that stuff, I'm not saying don't spend it, I'm just saying have a budget for it. So if you have a budget for it and you have all your money budgeted out, then you know where it's going and you know how much you can spend on the coffee every day. If you want to buy coffee every day, more power to you. But once you see where all your money is going, you will realize that, you know, maybe it'll be more cost effective if I made my coffee at home. For me, what I did and what I do is I pay all my bills online. And the only thing that I really don't pay online is when I go into a store to pick up things. Usually smaller dollar amounts, you know, anywhere from $0 up to $50. I use cash. So I will get a certain amount of money out of my bank account. And when I go into a store, I know how much I have. And each week I take out a certain amount of my bank account, the same amount every week. And by Thursday or Friday, because I usually do it on a Sunday or a Monday, by Thursday or Friday, I know, hey, you know, I only got 15 bucks left. I can't go out to eat or with so-and-so because I don't have the money to do it. Or when I stop in at the dollar store, I know I can only spend $5 on whatever it is I want to spend on. Like recently, I've just gotten into doing some painting, like painting on canvas, not painting the walls. I'm no good at that. But so I went to the dollar store and I made a budget for myself to spend $8. That's it. I'm going to spend $8, not spending a penny more. And, you know, it's easy if you go to the Dollar Tree because everything is literally $1. So I got 8 things and then I paid the tax on it, $8 and something cents. So I actually spent $9, but you know what I'm saying. So with a budget though, I knew that I wasn't going to be going in there and just piling a bunch of things in the buggy and then getting home and then a week later saying, where'd my money go? Because I know where it went, because I have a budget set up. I have an app, and I have it on my phone, but I actually have it on my computer as well. And I usually put it in fairly quickly because I really don't want to be forgetting about it, because it can easily slip your mind. If you're not used to doing it all the time, it'll easily slip your mind, and then by the time the end of the month comes, you'll have this stack of receipts and it'll be very confusing and very aggravating to have to do. But that's what I do. If you find that you want to do an Excel spreadsheet, that's fine. If you're that kind of person, more power to you. Me, I'm simple. It has to be simple, simple, simple. I mean, I did accounting when I was younger, but to me, I want the simple way to do things, because I have recently retired and I really don't want to get back out into all the complicated crap, because once I start trying to do that complicated stuff, it just starts getting jumbled up in my head, and I get frustrated with it and I throw it down and I don't want to mess with it again. And so it kind of ruins the process. This is easier to do. You can even do it on your phone. Like, you buy something, you can put it in your phone right away. You don't even have to, you don't have to carry receipts around or anything like that. I do it the way that I do it because it's just kind of worked that way for me. Over the months of doing it, I've just found the way that works for me. But the most important thing after all this talk is that to make the budget before you get your money. Now, the next video, what we're going to do is I'm going to go through some categories for you and help you set up your categories, and then think about what you can do to change some of those, because sometimes you've got more money in there than you really need. And there's ways to tell, and there's ways to kind of cut back on some of those categories. Say you like to go out to eat, and your food budget is just astronomical. Well, I cut my food budget into categories. So, you could add on one and take off another one, but that's just for food. There's some other things. Okay, so we'll talk to you later. Don't forget, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. And if you want to put a comment in, please be kind. YouTube values us on our likes and our subscribes, and we get farther up into the algorithm for people to find us. And I really would like to help people that are newly retiring on how to live on a budget, because it can be really tough. It really can. And I don't do this for the money. I'm not making any money off this. I'm just doing it because I want to help someone. And getting newly into retirement and looking all this stuff up myself and not finding anything on it, I figured if I did it the hard way and found all the information out, maybe I could help someone else. So hopefully I've helped you out a little bit, and hopefully I haven't talked too long, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.